Welcome back to episode 7, Wax Pro Uncut. I'm Rachel.
And it's season 3, just to
Oh, it's season 3.
identify. I'm Erica. We're back. We talked.
Jesus.
Can we start over? That was a god awful start. Start over.
It's real.
We're back. All right, here we go. You start again.
Welcome back to season. Welcome back to season 3, episode 7 of Wax Pro Uncut. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Erica.
Thanks for being here.
We just wrapped up 2 episodes discussing our experience, take opinions at a well-known wax chain. And we're going to switch it up a little bit and now discuss the industry as a whole. So we have some hot takes for you. Starting with wax brands.
Wax brands. Hot topic.
It is. Is it okay to try multiple waxes in your wax suite, use multiple waxes in your wax suite, or should you be loyal to one brand?
I think that it's fine to try every wax brand known to man, and here's why. Being loyal to one brand, I don't think makes you more of a professional than anyone else. I think being able to work with different brands, different wax, soft, hard, all the above, gives you versatility in your craft. And I think that's important. So if you box yourself in and only use one wax brand over time, I just think that there's so much more out there that you're missing out on. And that's not to say you try a bunch and you have your favorites and you narrow it down to one that you really like, or there's a price point that works the best for you, or you found where you live is humid and this wax specifically does really well. So that's the only reason why you use this one. But I think just having an open mind and trying all of the wax that there is out there is important. For the longest time, I only used Barodin. After I left European Wax Center, I tried to find the wax that was the most similar to that because it's what I was comfortable with. And then I used Barodin for years blindly without trying anything else. And that was stupid because it was a super high price point. And ultimately, when I branched out and tried other things, I found many others that I liked more for a cheaper price point. So by being scared to try things, I think you're missing out on a lot of what's offered to us in the industry.
Right. Well, I look at it like, I don't know, a pro athlete. Like if you're a football player, but you can only play on your home field when the sun's out and the condition is perfect. Like that does not make you professional. What makes you professional is being able to play at home, away, high elevation. It's raining, it's windy, you're tired. Like you have to be able to perform in any sort of condition. And so I think that's what you're alluding to with your skill is you should be able to pick up any wax and learn how to manipulate it. Yeah, it takes a little time, some learning curve, but a true pro is going to be able to use any formulation. Now, of course, you will have your favorite, like Rachel said. Price point, duh, big factor. But also your clients. Like you need to have a couple of formulas in your wax suite, in my opinion, because not all wax works for all clients. So what happens if you have someone with super fine, thin, blonde, stubborn hair and your hard wax is not picking it up?
You're just
gonna
working
have hair,
harder.
Yeah, you're working harder or you're going to leave hair left behind. Mm-hmm. So definitely don't think you need to be loyal to one wax brand.
I think that's a great segue into announcing all of our partnerships with these different wax brands.
Oh, Rachel, great placement.
Thank you for that. We have some really exciting collaborations coming out with said wax brands. We have been fortunate enough to get to try a bunch of big names in the industry. Some we like and we've been really honest about. Some we don't like and we've also been really honest about. Within each brand, there are things we like and dislike. And that is, I would say, pretty common with any hairline, skincare line, and wax is no different. But we've got some discount codes coming out that we will have in our newsletter and be posting on socials. So if you see us doing a video with, say, Satin Smooth, and then 2 weeks later we're posting Star Pill, we have coined ourselves the Wax Pros. And for that name, we want to be the Wax Pros and try all of these different wax and give our input honestly of what we like, what we don't like, what would work best for you, price points, all the things. So look out for those. We're really excited about it. It's one of my favorite things, I think, of where Wax Pro has, grown and where we are now is that these affiliations with these different wax brands, it's really fun and exciting. It's a really fun part of the industry is getting to try new products and things. So we're very grateful to get to do that and bring all that info to you.
That's right. And also, we'll be trying soft wax. And traditionally, we've used all hard wax in our curriculum, in our training videos. And it is our preferred formulation between Rachel
100%.
and I.
Yeah.
But we do want to, put some oomph behind our name of being the wax pros, and that means being able to use soft wax as well. So we will be even breaking into that. But let's talk about hard wax versus soft wax because that is like a common little, I don't want to say fight, but
It's
battle.
definitely a
You see
rivalry
a
in the
rivalry.
industry.
Mhm.
Well, and we did a video about this hard wax versus soft wax, and it went viral. There was a lot of pushback from girls in the comments, like, die hard soft wax fans. And we were like, we had never, at any point, did we never said that soft wax is bad or you shouldn't use it. We have stood by from the beginning. We are most proficient and comfortable with hard wax, which is why we talk so much about it, why our training videos talk about it, use it. It's what we've just used the longest and have the most experience with. But I would just like to reiterate, we never said hard or soft wax was bad.
Right.
We
Or less
better or
than.
worse. No,
Yeah.
it's just our preferred wax. So, like Erica said, we want to kind of delve more into the soft wax world, and we will bring that content to you. I think there's a time and a place. For example, we over the weekend, last weekend, did our in-person training for Wax Pro Academy. And one of the hard waxes that we were using, we were trying to use it for the body, and it just didn't work. It was really hard to work with. One of the girls that we were training was like, you guys don't use soft wax for legs. And in that moment, I'm like, God damn it. I wish that we had soft wax in this moment for the legs that we were doing. I think it would have been great to have on hand and to get to play with. But we're not closed. We're not closed-minded and not willing to learn. And we want to bring that into our curriculum and content creation for
sure. And another thing we want to bring to our curriculum, not want to, we are, it's almost done, is our male anatomy waxing course. Again, being wax pros, you got to be able to wax everything, stand behind it. Now, that does not mean that you have to offer male Brazilian waxes in your wax suite. But we believe as the wax pros that we need to be proficient in every body part and be able to set the standard for other estheticians learning waxing, including, male anatomy. So, do you think every waxer should be trained in it?
in manzillions specifically. No, I don't. I think that if you are not comfortable with it and don't want to, that's the beauty of being a solo esthetician, and you get to call the shots of building your own service menu. And if it's not something you're interested in, no, I don't think that you should do something you don't want to do. However, with that being said, I think you're leaving a lot of money on the table. I think it's a really underserved portion of our industry. We just made a video about this, reasons why you should offer Manzillion. And I think that's the number one reason. It's underserved. There's not a ton of competition. Men are always looking for someone to do the service for them. I think it gets a really bad rap. Even just the video we posted today in real time of like awkward reactions in the wax suite, which was essentially about boners in male waxing.
Yeah.
And there were a few people that tagged it and reposted it and like put text overlay on top of the video that we created, which by the way, when you guys repost and share our videos, there's like no greater compliment to us than that. We love seeing that. So, but a few of them had been like, it's my wax suite, I'm not doing this. Or another girl that was like, I'm not opposed to it, but don't be a creeper. Like there's a lot of negative connotations surrounding men's waxing.
Right.
And I'm not dismissing that exists or goes on, or to say like, if it has happened to you, it's no big deal, offer it anyway, because there's money on the table. That is not what I'm saying. I think there's a way that you can build a business around it. And it's a service that you can offer that is tactful, meaningful, and there's a ton of men seeking someone just as professional as you're hoping your clients are.
Right.
And that's something that Erica can speak more on. Like she's been very open about, that's the bulk of her business is waxing men. And there's things you can do in order to create the clientele that you hope to have that's makes you feel comfortable, and they're people that you want to continue servicing. Like you would only take a male referral. Like you wouldn't let somebody just book with you for the first time without being referred by another client. There's things that you can do in order to kind of protect your peace, sanity, and your judgment. So Would you like to speak more on that?
Yeah, I mean, main thing is if you're interested, we have a course for you that will go over not just the technique, but how to have conversations, how to confirm in advance, set your policies, your standards, if you will, so that the expectation's set before they even come into your wax suite. There's even tips around security measures, just tips around, things like having a call button if you work by yourself. Like, yeah, that might seem extreme and that's not to scare you, but that's just to explain to you the depth of this course. We cover everything. So maybe take the course and decide yes, or actually, hell no. Thank you for the education. But, I just want that course to help you make the decision, is all. Consider it, but there's absolutely no pressure to offer anything you're not comfortable with offering. Period.
100%. My husband might kill me for sharing this, but I just waxed his manzillion for the first time ever yesterday. It was my
Should you tag
first.
him?
Yeah, sorry, Eric. No, he was like, I don't give a fuck. You can do it. And I was like, are you for real? He's like, yes, you can. But like, we've been together 13 years. I've been a waxer for all of them. And it's never been something that I've like pressured him, like, let me wax you, please. Let me wax you, please. It's just never really come up. I've waxed his nose, his eyebrows, whatever. He's not hairy. He's not a hairy person. But he was like, sure, you can do it. I don't care. I was like, for real? So he let me.
Honored.
And when I told Erica when I got here, I was like, oh my God, I waxed Eric for the first time. She's like, why didn't you call me? Why didn't you tell me? It was like this like milestone in my relationship.
Yeah.
But I've always been super hesitant to do them, really scared of doing them. I could do
Why? I'm just curious.
I don't
hear
know.
this so often.
I don't know. It's just like wieners.
See, to me, I'm like, I know wieners way better than vaginas.
It's
That's
just
how I
charting
feel,
unknown
so-
territory, unknown waters. Just
What are you saying, unknown waters? Are you a secret lesbian
No,
that I don't
but
know
just
about?
like random wiener
Yeah.
scared me. It just was like intimidating to me.
I'd rather a random wiener than a random vagina. That's how I
don't know.
feel.
No, I could do vaginas with my eyes closed.
I mean, I can now too, but when I set out to do it, I was like, I know that.
Okay, so Eric's laying on the table, and I was even like sweaty and nervous waxing my home wiener.
Your
it was
standard wiener.
My standard wiener, and I was still nervous. But then I did it, and I was
You're
like,
I've never seen this
fucking
before.
killed it. It was great. No mishaps. I knew exactly what I was doing. It was inside me all along. Okay, I could do it, and I did a great job. And he was like, wow, that was great. And obviously, every first-time client, whether you're a man or a woman, the first time sucks. It hurts. And he was like, oh my God, like, how long am I going to be sore for? I'm like, sorry, buddy.
24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah.
Read the aftercare card.
Yeah.
But it
Give
really,
him the Wax Pro aftercare card.
Once I was done, though, I mean, it really wasn't as scary as I thought. But I was just like, my mind was just going like, if this was someone I didn't know, could I do this? And the answer is yes, you could do it. It's not that different. Yes, you have to hold taut, and the positioning is different in certain areas. But like, truly, you're removing hair from an intimate area. Bottom line.
I have a confession.
What? You've waxed Eric?
No.
Like, I hate for you to
Plot
find out like
twist.
this.
I'm so sorry to tell you this.
Have you ever had a situation that made you uncomfortable?
Okay, I'm going to tell you the truth. I have the weirdest clients because I'm very patient, and I'm also like, no bullshit. So I have a client who he has incontinence where he had an
I'm
accident.
just thinking incompetence.
This is real shit. What is it, Nick? What is it called when incontinence?
Is that where they go pee pee on the table?
Pee pee poo poo?
Pee pee poo
caca.
poo.
Pee pee caca. In a diaper.
I'm sorry, I'm over here laughing. I thought you meant he was incompetent. That's a different thing.
No. He has a condition and he has to wear a diaper. So that most people would feel super uncomfortable about it. But guess what? This bitch is also a CNA. So I've changed many men's diapers. Okay. So I'm like, whatever.
Bring it on,
Bring
baby.
it on.
Let me see that
So
diaper.
I made it clear to him, don't ever expect this from any other waxer. Like, there's not many waxers that are also CNAs that know how to handle this scenario. So that might make someone feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Are you talking about uncomfortable, like
that you felt
safety?
unsafe, and or they made a pass at you, or made some sort of sexual reference? All the things that people are afraid to offer Brazilians for. However, I would like to say 9 times out of 10, these men are perverts before they get into your room. When you vet them, they make an unwarranted comment pre-wax in the texting back and forth, unreasonable requests ahead of time. That I feel like is a
Yeah.
huge red flag. If you service them anyway, it's like,
Honestly, like my whole hopes was to build the gay clientele. That was it, because I love my gay boys. I know they don't want to fuck me. I know they're not going to sexually harass me. They think I'm gross, so they're not going to get a boner. So like that was ideally where my brain was at when I was building the clientele. And a good majority of my male clients who wax down there are gay. So check. But the couple of clients that I got from Google, they were straight, and I'm like, you're definitely a fucking pervert. Like, you're a married man coming to get wax, and you're like, so how's this work? Like, are you asking because you think there's something that's gonna
at the
happen
end.
at the end? Because that's not what the fuck's going on. And so you have to have that demeanor professionally. Like, so this is what's gonna happen. I'm going to wax you and it's going to hurt. And I need you to think about things that are completely like irrelevant to this experience. Like, think about anything else, and I'm gonna play some fun music. Make sure your music's not sexy or anything, and the way you move has to be like professional. No soothing. No like, are you okay? No, it's like bam, 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 just to like prevent these scenarios from happening.
Okay. So
It could. I mean,
they could like that too. So it's
they could have. I believe some of these clients, particularly the straight males, could have been perverts to someone else. But I think they were like, "Oh, this bitch is not about that," and I never saw them again.
okay. So circling back to our Manzillion master course, we're going to talk all about how to vet your clientele, find the clients that are right for you,
That's
and
right.
remember, there's lots of money on the table. There are. We don't want to speak completely negatively about it.
There's
But I was
seizures and perverts and money on the table.
no, but I like basically you answering my question though when I said out of all of the men that you have serviced, how many times have you felt uncomfortable? And the answer is 0 because you don't allow it to get there or you don't take on that type of clientele. And that is the message. That's the full circle moment.
Thank
we
you
were
for patching that
looking
up, Rachel.
for. I think that men's waxing altogether, I know some women don't offer it. They just service women. I think even if you don't want to do Manzillion, we also just did a video on this. Waxing is for everybody. And no matter if you're a man, woman, there are people that just don't want body hair and they are the client for you. So if you're building your books, I would consider expanding your service menu.
They are also the client for you if they're not good laser candidates.
Right, which is our next topic. So again, we just did a video about this. Is laser better than waxing? And here's how we feel about it. We don't feel one is superior. I think waxing is not for everybody. And so waxing is. And waxing, you can wax on pretty much every skin type, hair type. Help me out here.
Hair type, skin type, but also, one of our TikTok commenters, viewers, followers, she's like, also tattoos. And I'm like, oh shit,
yeah, I forgot about
because
tattoos. You're
I'm
immediately
going to disclose, I have done laser. I am a hairy bitch. I've also said this before. I am. Like, I am.
Thank you for being honest about that.
I am Hispanic. I'm like Spanish, Portuguese, Mexican, French, like all the hairy fucking things. Okay. So I did laser, and it's laser hair reduction. There's no such thing as permanent hair removal. So don't let a marketing term like that confuse you. I still wax. Yes, it's better because I did laser, but I have 15 tattoos on my body. So like we were skipping over all of my tattoos, and I'm like, that sucks. Like, it makes me feel uneven. And mind you, the place I went to, I have a thigh tattoo. She accidentally fucking zapped my tattoo with the laser.
Did it ruin your tattoo?
Ruined my tattoo, burned me to the core of my existence. Honestly, it was the worst pain of my fucking life, because they usually numb you if they're going to do a tattoo hair removal, right? So this was just raw dog, zapped my fucking leg. So what I'm saying is, waxing for me, I will continue to do. I love the exfoliation of it. I could do it over my tattoos. Also, like I tan, for example.
Yeah, the sun exposure thing is huge.
When I was really tan, they're like, "Ooh, you're a borderline candidate." Like, I don't know if the laser will work with your skin color. So you got to be the right color. Your hair has to be the right color. No tattoos. And you got to be able to front it. The money.
The money, yeah. I think in the video that we made, we had said the accessibility to waxing, the price point. Like you said, I've also had laser and it significantly reduced my hair. It did not remove it. And I have dozens and dozens of clients that quit me to go get laser and they're back.
Right, because your hair comes back after hormones too. Like people that got laser, had babies,
Went
boom.
through menopause.
Yep, hair's back. So it's like, what's it all for? So waxing, I think, is just universally more friendly. And it's existed since literally like Cleopatra times. Like it's literally been happening forever.
Thank you, Cleopatra.
Don't quote me on that.
No, I completely agree with you. I think that laser is great for some people if you have disposable income, time, money. But waxing, I mean, we're going to pick waxing, of course, because it's what we do.
For sure. And you need to do the service that you offer, love the service you offer, stand behind it. And if you don't, you're honestly a phony. Like you're just in it to provide it, like, and make money. You got to love what you do. And if you don't, I mean, God, what are we doing? You got to love what you do.
Wasting time. I think, though, being well educated and having a standard response for your clients is super important about laser. You don't want to do like fear mongering or like disparaging a certain service. Like, give them the facts and tell them, hey, here's my personal experience. Here's what I recommend. Here is why waxing, I believe, is the better option. This is what you can expect from laser, and leave it at that, and then let them make their decision. But it's just, I think that waxing is for everybody, and laser is truly for not for everybody.
That's right. So kind of a reminder, this episode is all about industry hot takes. And this is
Our hot take.
our hot take on that. But my hot take on the next thing, and it bothers me a lot, is the before and afters of vaginas.
So should waxers post everything online, or is there a line? For example, should you be posting before and afters or video reels of you waxing a super overgrown Brazilian? Should you be showing extractions in real time? People's reactions, like true pain reactions to getting their hair ripped out? I feel like we've perhaps have gone too far.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the before and after Brazilians. There's not one time I've seen a before and after Brazilian and I've seen a super hairy bush and thought like, this is selling it for me.
Yeah,
If that's your before and after on your Instagram, and if you do that, I'm not even knocking you. Maybe we're also salty because if we've ever tried to post content similar to that, we've been flagged.
Yeah.
But I think it's a little bit of a jump scare. And I think that there is a line of professionalism. I mean, to ask clients to take this type, to record or capture this type of content is tricky, dicey. It leaves very little up to the imagination.
Well, it's like not private, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, are we prudes?
I don't know. Let us know. Are we prudes?
Are we prudes? If you are someone that posts before and after vagina pictures, does it work for your business? Do you feel like you gain clients from it? What's the feedback that you get? I'm interested. And do you get flagged? Question. Because I don't understand half this stuff. Like we posted a bikini line wax. The girl was wearing disposable underwear in a 4 and it got flagged and taken down for violating community standards and nudity. And I'm like, she's not nude. It's super tasteful. And then I see these full blown
vaginas.
Bush pussies. And they're and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, I know.
And they have all these likes.
You know
I'm like,
crazy?
and I'm not gonna, I would never, mark my words, I would never flag some shit. If you're posting that, if you get flagged, it is not from me.
Not from me.
You do your thing.
My dad literally like a couple weeks ago was like,
where's your dad coming into this?
He's like, I know this could go many ways right now. No, he was like, yeah, all my things on my Instagram, which he means his algorithm, is waxing stuff because he likes all of our stuff. He's like, I can't like that stuff. There's like women things out there and I can't like that. And so he's seen it on his For You page, but we post something censored at that and
we get in trouble.
So thank you haters for that.
But there was like at one point, and when I was building Boss Aesthetics, my own personal waxing business, and I just felt like traction was super low. And I'm like, God, how do I like build? And why am I not growing? And what do I need to do? And I had reached out to a girl that we used to work with at European Wax Center, and she's killing it. You know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, look, tips and tricks. What are you doing? Like, how are you building a following so fast? Like, she was building so quickly that she wasn't taking new clients. She was on like a wait list only to get in with her. Every single post of hers is a before and after Brazilian. And she was like, yeah, I just ask every single client. And so I was like, okay. I had to get up the gall to start to ask my clients. In one day, I asked 5 people. 3 told me no. And I felt like so stupid. I was like, hey, I'm trying to build content. You know, it's going to be censored. Do you mind if I take a before and after? And they were like mortified that I would ask them. Like I crossed this line. And I was like, yeah, no, you're right. No, it's not for everybody. Thank you. I mean, no worries. And they're like, no, I just like couldn't have that on the internet. Like my husband would be so mad. And another girl was like, I don't want my pussy on the internet like that. And I'm like, you're over here smirking. But so then two were
if
like,
they ain't paying, I ain't showing.
two were like, no, that's fine. That's fine. You can. But then like, I don't know. It didn't then match the rest of my aesthetic of what my feed was like. It was like,
Yeah.
my kids, my vacation, my policies, pussy, my
Yeah.
policies. Like it just didn't, I don't know, it felt really like an abrupt
Yeah, sure.
insert. So I don't know. It's not for me. I don't love it, but if you're doing it, good on you.
Yeah, let us know how that's going. Okay, let's talk about another hot take.
Okay.
So you've got a hairy ass back
Okay.
and then a normal hairy back.
Okay.
Are you charging the same?
Yes.
Why?
I would find a reason to upsell the hairy ass back. So it's not like, hey, I'm charging you more because you're hairier. I would be like, I'm doing your shoulders. So that's an additional $20. Not like I'm tacking on this fee because you are a hairier person.
So the question is, should you charge more
If they're hairier.
They're hairier?
Well, I've seen girls do this where it's like, if you're a maintenance of Brazilian, you're this. If you're a first time, which if you haven't been in 6 weeks or more, you're considered a first time Brazilian. That's that with different verbiage. That's doing the same thing.
Yep.
So, I
It's
mean,
just tactful, honestly.
I guess it's just tactful. I just saw 2 posts yesterday about girls like things that I'll never do as an esthetician. And it was like, charge more before you're hairier, charge more if you're hairier. I don't agree with that. Like it's body shaming. And I don't think that that's body shaming. There's more hair to be removed. It costs me more in pot products and supplies to remove that hair. It's like, that's just is what it is. It's the shaming comes from how you present that to your client.
Yeah.
In a consultation, perhaps before you begin, and or outlining that in your policies or standards before you take on the wax of like, hey, I haven't seen you in 8 weeks. Have you been waxing in between? Has anyone seen you since? And if they're like, no, then you say, okay, I just want to let you know the pricing may be higher today as you're a new back wax.
Well, I have 2 things to say about that.
Let's hear it.
One, if you think that the price should be the same for a hairy back and not a hairy back, you actually have 0 handle on your fucking business.
Okay.
Here's why. So I'm using 3 times the wax and supplies on this hairy back than this not so hairy back. So you don't even have a understanding of your cost of goods sold. So the tip, this is my part 2, my second point here is charge on your menu what you think is like a hairy ass back. Call it $75. I'm just throwing that number out there. And if you have someone come in and they're like, oh my gosh, little back, like I mentioned,
Then
my
you go
client,
down
and not a lot of hair, and you say, look, it's normally 75. I'm just going to charge you
60,
55, 60, because, I'm not going to use that much wax on you. Pleasantly surprise them, then upcharge. When you are saying at the end, like, oh, you were so hairy, I had to add $20. Of course, that feels like body shaming. But if you go, my standard price is 75, and in your head, that's like extreme, a lot of wax, a lot of sticks, etc., and you pleasantly surprise them at the end, that's not body shaming. That's now a gift. So, just really think about your business and stop people pleasing. If you're thinking about, oh, I'm body shaming someone, like you're so worried about what other people think, you are running a business. Be smarter. Position it in a way that you're discounting rather than upcharging.
Write that
Does that make
down.
sense? Yeah. Write
Yeah.
that shit down.
That was good. What do you feel like is the most overrated service in waxing?
Stomach strip.
What a bullshit little service.
It's fucking ridiculous. That's what I'm talking about. Cost of goods sold. How are you going to charge someone $20 for a fucking strip?
That's included in the Brazilian. Just include it in the Brazilian.
Include in the fucking Brazilian. Again, pleasantly surprise them. Like, oh, I go ahead and include that in my service. So rather than charging $60 for your Brazilian, charge $67, and you always include stomach strip. It gives you the flexibility to gift something rather than gonna have to upcharge you $15 for
That big of a, yeah. That's a really
like,
good answer.
fuck off. That's horrible. I hated that so much at the chains. Like,
Oh, that's one thing in our European Wax Center episode. I never charge for stomach strip. I probably owe them $600 in back pay.
you owe me like probably $10 in bonus over a year, bitch.
Put it on my tab.
Put on my.
What is the most underrated?
Underrated.
I think nose.
Oh yeah.
People are so
Hell
afraid to
yeah.
do their nose, and once they do it, there's no going back.
Yeah, that's the perfect answer. Absolutely.
Underrated. If you haven't tried your nose, do it.
If you haven't tried your nose, then fuck you. That was Talladega Nights. It was Talladega
I got
Nights.
it.
Okay, thank you.
Good. But I think if you are in the comments going like, no, we need those nose hairs. No, we don't. You don't need the ones that are sticking out.
Wait, but time out. But you don't need your pussy hairs? Like, make that make sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great
What?
argument. Like, oh, you don't want to remove your nose hairs? Like,
Okay.
you're obviously not doing cocaine. Just kidding. Like, should we cut that out? Just kidding. No, my husband has sent so many of his male clients, because I've said this before, we own a salon together. He cuts all of his like his boys' hair. He's like, you guys have to get your nose waxed. And they're all like, no, I couldn't. It sounds terrible, which I will give you. If you rip one hair out, it hurts so bad.
It's so stupid that one hair makes your eyes water.
And you do the whole thing. It's like I will do my own nose. It is not bad. You can breathe better. They're not sticking out. It's just,
I love
feels
the
great.
reaction when I do a first time nose and they're like, what? This doesn't
I
make
know.
sense. I'm like,
Make
I
it make
know.
sense. You can't. No, if you haven't, it's a very slept on service. You should add it.
I agree.
Yeah. What's
Okay.
next? What do we have?
What client myths make you laugh every time?
That their hair is going to grow back thicker.
Same. I'm
I'm
like,
do you even know
make
how this
that
works?
make sense too.
No. I had a girl, I was doing her Brazilian, and I did her stomach strip out of the kindness of my heart. She didn't ask for it, but she had a hairy ass stomach. And so I went to do it, and she tripped on me. She was like, and I said, I was
Wait. Did you ask her or you didn't?
No, I just did it.
You're like, trust me, child.
Trust me, bitch. I'm doing you a favor. It was
I'm
insane.
doing the public a favor.
And she was like, oh, well, I don't want it to grow back thicker. I'm like, do you feel like your whole bikini area grows back thicker? And she was like, well, no. I'm like, what? Do you think the
You're like,
line
"Right."
is drawn here and everything? Like, no.
You're like,
no. I'm like,
"Right."
anyway, you're welcome. Never again.
Yeah.
But she was like, oh, no. And then another time I went further out on like a thigh, like just grabbing those few hairs that weren't technically like included in, like not enough for an inner thigh wax, not enough for an upper leg, but like just outside. And the girl was like, same thing. Like, whoa. I don't want my hair to grow back super thick there. I'm like, that's not how this works.
Can
baby.
I hit them with some science real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. The reason why people think this is like, okay, let's just say I have arm hair, which I don't anymore.
just say.
But I did. I had long, like Mexican arm hair, like the kind that you could comb down.
Oh,
It was long. You could.
it's embarrassing.
Anyways, the longer that hair is there, it gets bleached by the sun. Okay. You take it off and it starts regrowing. It's not been bleached by the sun. It's not had any sun exposure, and it's short, so it's more noticeable. In no way, shape, or form can hair get thicker unless you have a hormonal imbalance. Also, write that shit down.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Remember that, everyone. No, your hair is not growing back thicker from
No.
waxing it.
No.
It appears thicker when you're shaving it because you're cutting it off from a blunt angle. And so it appears that the root and the whole hair sticking out is thicker.
Yeah. And as it gets longer, obviously it is thinner. Like the bottom of your hair is thinner than up here because it's been fucking obliterated by your
Obliterated.
freaking hair styling products and the heat and stuff. So yeah. All right. Glad we're on the same page about that. All right. Next one.
Should
Looking at our
waxing
list.
content be aesthetic? Like, should it be all la la woo woo, pleasing, beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
Or do we like the reels? I mean, this is sort of like not necessarily that you have to post the vagina before and afters again. Or do you think that the real raw rip and tear behind the scenes waxing, the ASMR?
I think that providers like more the aesthetic, and I think that clients like more the raw.
Exactly. It's like giving them a peek into what to expect.
It's more relatable. Aesthetics.
Want the aesthetic.
Yeah, exactly. And then clients like the before and after. And if you're not a client and you're just watching waxing content, you like instant gratification.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't like a good instant gratification?
Yeah, so we won't talk a whole lot about social media or at all because you guys don't really like that.
You guys hate that, and all of our shit that we talk about social media tanks. So thanks, guys.
So I'm just going to say this one thing. We post both, and they both do well for different reasons to a different audience.
Because we're perfect. Thank you.
Next question.
Is Brazilian waxing still taboo, or are we past that?
I think we've moved past it.
I don't.
No?
I don't, because okay. In the United States of America and major metropolitan areas, I think yes. Internationally, fuck no, bro. We have gotten so much heat on TikTok from bitches in other countries. Like, you do that down there? You wax that? It's like mind blowing. So we need to remember, as a whole, no, it's not. It's still not mainstream. It is taboo. Here, yes. I mean, women here in this country, I don't want to get political. Don't let me go down this rabbit hole. It's different. That's all I'm saying.
Interesting. Okay.
Do you feel different?
I just feel like the generation that we're in now, like, knows no bounds of what you could talk about. I mean, we were on Instagram stories talking about men getting boners in the wax suite. Like, look how far we've come.
Yes. Okay. Yes, we've come far. I agree. But the question is Brazilian taboo? Here in the U.S., no.
Also,
in the world,
but do you think it's an
yes.
age thing? Have we outgrown the
Sure,
taboo?
it's an age thing. My mother, no. She's like, you
Horrified.
do what? But also, it's cultural.
Yeah.
She's Mexican.
There's
She's
lots
from
of
Mexico.
layers here. Lots of layers.
There's cultural, there's age, overall, I'd say it depends on the demographic.
Yeah, I guess that's a really good point. I did have this woman when I worked. I will never forget her. She was 87 years old, and she came in to get a Brazilian. And she said that her husband just died. It put things into perspective for her of life. And getting a Brazilian was always on her bucket list. So she was there to get a Brazilian.
Oh my God.
87-year-old
I
Puss Town.
love her.
She
I
did
wonder
it.
if she was
She
gonna
had like
get
18 hairs.
But was she going to get laid
I
out there? I
hope.
wonder.
I hope.
I
Throwing
hope
that
so.
thing around
87?
town.
I'd be like,
Knock the dust off it. Just get it back out there.
Sun City, here I come, baby.
Well, it's crazy because there's like a huge problem with
Yes, with
STDs in the nursing
STIs
homes.
in the retirement homes.
Maybe because they have hair that's harboring bacteria.
Or,
this is our next business venture.
Yeah, right.
Mobile waxing.
Oh no, but then no. I don't even want to say what's on my mind right now.
We'll
Jesus
workshop
Christ.
it later.
Yeah, we will.
I know. So I think yes, in terms of our generation, it's not so like spooky or I don't know, demeaning to talk about or like embarrassing to talk about. I mean, we were going to take a call in the middle of a coffee shop about anal bleaching, for God's sake.
Right. We had to go to the car. We were mindful of our audience.
Environment.
Thank you.
But I do think, yes, there are layers. It's a layered question.
Right.
We're getting there.
Layers. Okay, to wrap up our whole segment here on industry hot takes, is waxing considered a luxury? Is it considered a necessity? Or is it self-care?
All the above. I think it hits every single one of those things.
Yeah.
I think a luxury for some, sure, because you could shave, right? And so, like, if it's money that you're allocating in your budget to do it, then yes, that makes it a luxury for you. self-care 100%. I mean, I think it's something that would make you feel beautiful or hygienic or a moment that you take for yourself that makes
Yeah.
you feel good. So
Yeah.
I think it kind of touches on all of those things. And maybe not a necessity.
Yeah.
Necessity, no. Like air and water are a necessity. Air, water, waxing. Write that down.
New hat.
New hat. What do you think?
I think it's self-care, which also could be a luxury. You know what I mean? It could be. But I have never felt sexy or clean if my legs are hairy, my vagina's hairy, my underarms are hairy. I've never felt sexy with my gray hair showing without my Botox. Like, I'm sorry, that shit to me is self-care. I like to take care of myself. I feel better. And arguably, it's become a necessity. Like, I will not go out with things, I will not go without things that make me feel good because, in turn, my attitude's better, my energy's better, my confidence is higher. So I justify it as a necessity. I do.
I love that. For me and for you. Thanks for taking such good care of yourself.
You're welcome. I do it for me and for you.
For the greater Phoenix area.
Well, thank you for joining us on our episode about industry hot takes, and we will see you soon.
See you next time.